Starting with, so I'm sharing the screen. Just one of you can volunteer yourself and tell me whether it's visible or not.
Yes,
Uh,
sir. Visible.
is the screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay, great. So, okay, again it went back. Just a moment. Again it gone past. Just got lost. Fine. I am again resharing it. Yeah. Is it now visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So, your attitude decide your success and not others. So, what does this mean? क्या बोलबे बेटा? Your attitude decide your success and not others. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
এটা মানে বুঝতে পারছো? Are you able to follow what is there? Your attitude decide your success and not others. তোমার সাকসেসের জন্য তুমি কিভাবে তুমি সেটাকে নিজের সেলফ কনফিডেন্সটাকে তুমি শো করছো, তোমার অ্যাপ্রোচ which is in terms of attitude তুমি কিভাবে সেটাকে এক্সপ্রেস করছো will actually determine your success and not what others think of you. So whenever you are trying to speak something to the audience, don't think from the back of your mind what the other people think. You have to have that attitude to face them. Yes, you can do it. You need to have that kind of positive attitude. Okay, so continue with the same. I just want to ask each one of you, do you feel shy or do you lack of confidence? Do you have that confidence lackness while speaking in English? Which one actually you falls under? Whether you are shy or you feel that you have that lack of confidence, whether in English or rather you can say in English. Kunta. Bolo. Do you feel shy or you lack the confidence?
Sir, I face the problem. When I'm talking English, speaking English, I feel that I'm not stable. I think overtake some word split. That's why. No, I have no say. I have no. I think low low. I think that the speaking my low space. No, that is nothing. My fault is that I am facing the problem whenever speak English. My word misspelled. I think
Okay.
overjump or other. That's why. That is
Okay.
my problem.
Okay. I'm not coming to the problem. I'm saying like there are basically two categories. One is you feel that is you need to build up some kind of confidence, and that is why you are self-conscious while speaking, and gradually you make mistake. This is one part, and that is basically a lack of confidence. And certainly there is something which is known as shyness. So good, you have point out like you sometimes jump few words, or sometimes you tends to say pause at a particular point where you are not supposed to, and as a result of which you are not able to express yourself properly in English, right? That's what you want to say.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, great, bingo. Okay, next anyone, you tell me whether you feel shy or you lack the confidence, under which category you fall. I want 100% participants, because see, this is again, I am telling you, like, this is not a teaching session, and please, there are few of you who are joining. However, you are keeping yourself mute and you are doing other activities rather than concentrating on the session. Ultimately, you would be the loser, because whenever the assessment will start, and the assessment, most of the assessment will happen, that is face to face, say over the virtual platform. You have to unmute yourself, you have to launch your camera, and you have to speak. And at that point of time, if you say like I am not prepared, then you are the person who is actually not helping yourself for the good. So that's why I want each one of you to participate. Each one of us is a teacher. Each one of us is a trainer. So as a trainer, when we are speaking to the student, so if you feel like if you keep mum, you will be able to convey your message to the student, then I think you are at a wrong place. See, everybody here are in a particular profession, and most of us are in some kind of teaching activities. And the most important part is that we have to grow in our life. And in order to grow in our life, we have to come out and crack several interviews, where most of the interviews happen in English. You cannot stick to the Bengali, and you cannot stick to the vernacular language for your success. Your success won't come like that. Your success won't come just staying in a particular place and keeping silent and mum. So I want everyone to speak. I just wanted to know like whether you are shy or you lack the confidence for speaking in English. Even this particular thing, you are unable to even answer. Rather, I'll tell you like I'm just not comparing anybody, but you are quite grown up in comparison to those people like the batch of yesterday, mostly are of class 10 and class 11, and the way they participated in the training, the way they participated in the session was first, rather everybody was enthralled and excited and tried to say something which was much more expected from you people, because you were grown up, and most of you are in a teaching profession. So a teaching profession means you have to speak a lot, you have to involve your audience, but I am getting the opposite response from your end. So I don't know exactly what is happening to you. uh, However, in order to excel, you have to move forward. And training is something where you need to have a participation. Have you ever attended not a teaching and training session? I just want to ask individually. সবাইকে আমি জিজ্ঞেস করছি যে
No,
তোমরা
sir.
কখন
I am not a teaching line. I am competitive exam. I'm preparing for competitive exam.
okay,
I'm not
fine,
a
not an issue. I'm just asking anybody, have you attended any training session? Training session কখনো কোনো attend করেছো? যে কোনো training session, যে কোনো, মানে it's not that it's a language, any training session. I'm asking the entire audience. I'm asking to Robin, I'm asking Nayan, I'm asking each one of you. Saika.
Sir, I have attend training session in my college.
Okay, what
But
kind of training session?
It was also kind of mm, grooming spoken English type
Okay, okay. So in the training
before the
session,
campusing.
okay, fine, good. So one thing I just want to understand, like in the training session, did only the trainer was addressing to you, or did you participate in it?
We have to participate.
Okay, great. So you understand what is the meaning of training?
Yes,
Because
sir.
training means you have to participate, and it's not a teaching where the teacher will only blurt out the course and the syllabus and you will just mug up. And language is something which need a practice. Okay, so coming to the fact, like you are still not aware of or sure of yourself, whether you, I'll say that a couple of you are not even aware, like whether you are shy or you have the lack of confidence. Fine, let's understand what are these, then you will come to know. Okay, so what is shy and what is low in confidence? Sometimes what happens, we come into a very unfamiliar surrounding and unfamiliar situations and circumstances. And at that point of time, we hesitate to speak. Okay. And what happened? Because of that hesitancy, we tend to sweat a lot. Our see hand tend to sweat. Then we tend to fumble, stutter while speaking. So, for example, if some unknown people come to your house and you come face to face with them, what happens? At that point of time, you start searching for word. You start searching what to say and how to get accustomed to it. Gradually, what happens? The more they interact with you, gradually you tends to become more into a comfort zone, and then you start interacting with them. This happens especially when we meet any stranger or when any stranger comes to our house. Say, for example, when you walk into the college for the first time or on a very first day, what happens? Normally, you feel a bit shy, you feel a bit say hesitant to speak to the other person. If somebody asks, rather uh, you are not able to find where the class is, you feel a bit, not all, but some of you feel a bit hesitant to ask, say, student to know where your class is. You tend to say fumble and stutter. Excuse me, uh, where is the room, where is the botany class, or where is the zoology class for the first year happening? You tend to speak like this. So this is what is shyness is all about. Shyness happens what? It happens when you are in a very unknown ambience or an ambience where which is not known to you. Perhaps you in your house you tend to quarrel with your mother, you tend to quarrel with your siblings, your brothers, sisters, and at that point of time, when somebody and you are at the top of your voice, and ultimately you are also the winner at that point of time because you are speaking in a very familiar environment. However, when you are into an unfamiliar environment which is not much familiar to you, uh, circumstances where you are not very much acquainted of. So at that place, when you try to speak, you try to hesitate. So this is what is shyness is all about. Shyness does not mean that you lack the confidence. You have the confidence to say. You have the confidence to what to say and what not to say, how to say. But you are, since you are not familiar with the circumstances, you tend to hesitate. You tend to become nervous to speak. Wherein lack of confidence is something which, when you become self-conscious, like what you are saying, you don't know what exactly will happen post what you are saying. You feel uncertain about the future. Future as in a sense, not the future of yours, but the future as in a sense, what will happen post you speak, what will happen next. You tend to be more subconscious and think that the other people is actually sitting there to judge you, like what exactly you are saying and how you are saying, whether you are saying the right way, in the right manner, whether you are saying the right vocabulary at the right place. So those things play behind your mind. So that is what is the lack of confidence. And at that point of time, you tends to become a more, say, vegetative and more in some circumstances where you tend to search for words, because you at the back of your mind, you are thinking like what I am saying, is it correct or is it wrong? So this is what is lack of confidence means. Is you exactly is uncertain what the other people will think. And this is what the dictionary meaning actually are of shyness and lack of confidence. Shyness, if you find any dictionary, it will say the meaning of shyness is nervousness, and the lack of confidence is uncertainty. Right? Is it true or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what are the factors
Yes,
exactly?
sir.
Okay. What are the factors? Now, for shyness, it's an internal factor, like sweating, your butterflies in your stomach, fumbling, stuttering. So these are what happens. It's an internal factor which actually invites you to become more nervous. And or when you are nervous, it tends to happen because you are again into an unfamiliar circumstances and environment. However, the lack of confidence entirely depends upon the external factor. Why external factor? Because again, coming to the point, like you tend to think at the back of your mind what the other people are thinking about me, how they're judging me, whether what I'm saying, whether I'm saying the correct vocabulary or whether I'm not saying the correct vocabulary. So this is something what like we are actually at the hand of the audience in case of lack of confidence. And we feel at the back of the mind that the other people, the guests, the audience actually are there to judge me and tell me and provide me feedback as in what I am saying or what I am expressing. So this is what is external factor. Now, what is the opposite of shyness? If I ask, tell me, what is the opposite of shyness? Spritikana, Priti, Saifun, Saikat.
Sir, confident.
Shyness opposite, you are saying confidence. Okay. Anybody else? What is the opposite of shyness? Anybody else who have any other word?
Extrovert, sir.
Extrovert. Okay. Anything else? Anything else which you want to say? Rest.
Open-minded.
I can't hear you. You can even write in the chat box as well. Where there is a network issue, you can write it down in the chat box. I have opened my chat box. You can share. What do you think are the opposite meaning or opposite of, not the meaning or the opposite of the word shy and lack of confidence? Like somebody says, like extrovert is an opposite meaning of or opposite word of shyness. Someone said
Braveness ও হতে পারে, sir.
braveness. Okay. Okay, anyone who wants to
Bold.
try? Bold, very good. Anyone? Shivan said openness. Okay. Anybody wants to?
Comfort.
Comfort. Okay. So the appropriate word, if I see for opposite word for shyness, is boldness or daring. Okay. Shyness means again who's nervous to do something. It does not mean he or she lack the confidence. Boldness means he's extrovert. Somebody have said or used this word like extrovert. So extrovert or means one who is daring, who is bold enough to speak under any circumstances which is familiar to him or her or unfamiliar to him or her. So that is what exactly the opposite of shyness. And that's what even we need to build up. We also need to build up our boldness. Even though if you have a watch and if you feel shy, walk up to the stranger and ask him or her as, excuse me, what's the time, please? You are in a
8
market. I'm just asking. Okay. Even when you are in a marketplace, okay, and in the marketplace, you know, or in a shopping mall, you know where the shop is. In spite of that, ask a stranger, sir, ma'am, can you tell me where the shop is? The reason is that this is how you can overcome your shyness. Because the moment when you start interacting, you need to show that boldness or dareness. Daring does not mean, I'm not saying like what Hrithik Roshan is doing while in the promoting the ad of Mountain Dew. I'm not asking you to do that. But you need to say, come out of the inhibition and need to speak up. This is what is shy, overcoming the shyness is all about. Now coming to the fact, what is lack of confidence? So what's the opposite of it is definitely the confident. So the moment when you start speaking, gradually you would become confident enough. But ensure you are not overconfident. And overconfident comes from pre-assumption. You know what does pre-assumption mean? Can anybody tell me what does pre-assumption means? Anyone?
Sir, assuming something before it happens.
Great. Great. Assuming something before it happens. সে কথায় অনেকে বলে না যে হাঁ করলে তো আমি বুঝে যাই ও হাওয়া বলছে কি হাওয়া খাচ্ছে, আরে হাঁ করলে তো অন্য কিছুও তো বলতে পারে, সে তো হ্যাঁও বলতে পারে, হাঁ করে তো সে হাসতেও পারে, রাইট? সো এই যে যেটা বলে না ও হাঁ করা মানেই আমি বুঝতে পারছি ও কি করবে, ও হাওয়া খাবে না হাওড়া বলবে. So that is what is pre-assumption. Sometimes we jump into the assumptions before even the speaker tends to complete the sentence. Eta onek shomoy hoy when we are overconfident. It happens in school and colleges. Say for example a particular topic or say agenda which the teacher is saying, and he or she is asking the entire students like, what do you mean by this, or what do you understand? So before he or she ends the statement, what do, moment few people are there who raises their hand and start speaking. It might be possible the teacher or the professor is saying something else. At that point of time, what we feel, oh, actually, I don't know that. So beforehand, before the instance, I raise my hand. Yes, I know it. But the moment the sentence is completed, I retract myself. So this is what it is due to the overconfidence. So overconfidence is something which we need to keep aside. We need to be confident. And this confidence come from how? How does confidence is built up? Is built up from practice. So, for example, like people who love singing or who say on daily basis who do the rewaz on. So why do they do rewaz? It's just for a practice, and the more you do it, the more you are confident enough to sing at anywhere, whether in the bathroom or whether in a classroom or whether in front of the people or whether in the front of a very known people or unknown people. So this is what exactly the practice is. Now coming to the shyness, how to overcome the shyness. You can overcome the shyness the moment when you are out of the comfort zone. Somebody just said comfort. Yes, you need to be out of the comfort zone. That's what I'm saying. Like whenever we are in a house and when we speak with our parents and when we fight with a sibling, at that point of time, we are in a comfort zone and we have all the vocabulary, and sometimes we do win our battle of words. However, when it comes to a place or an environment where the other people are not known to me, at that point of time, I feel that I am not in a comfort zone. So you need to come out of the comfort zone in order to be bold and in order to be dare enough to speak out. Anyone have any questions on it? Anyone? I want the participation of each one of you.
No, sir.
Okay, rest. Have you followed what I want to say?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now you tell me.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now you tell me who are shy and who lack the confidence. There's nothing harm in it. Because
So I'm lack of confidence because my vocabulary is very weak. When I want to speak, I think that my what I will actually speak, what I will actually express, I forgot about everything actually.
okay, fine. Definitely see here we will in this particular say agenda wherein the public speaking we will discuss a lot of on these topics. Okay, so that is there. Fine. Lack of confidence will definitely you will overcome the moment you practice a lot. The moment you understand what to say, what not to say, and you practice it, you will overcome it.
Yes, sir.
Anybody else who wants to say something and wants to categorize whether shy or lack of confidence?
Sir, I also lack of confidence.
Okay. Anybody else?
Sir, I also lack of confidence.
So most of you lack the confidence that you mean to say, right? So definitely like in this particular sessions or in the sessions to be followed thereafter, we will have a lot of like these sessions wherein we will speak and we will just speak on a topic. And at that point of time, I want each and every people to actually come out and speak, because unless and until you speak, you won't able to develop your vocabulary and you won't able to develop that confidence. Okay, so that is something which is very, 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 very important. Okay, so again, there's a very short span. We have only 1 minute left. So I am sharing the next link. So kindly log into the link at the earliest and we will start the session as soon as possible. Okay? Is it
Okay,
clear?
sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.